Hey guys, it's Voodoo Doll. We're going to do a 1920s S-curl today. So I'm going to start out in pin curls, and I've already pin curled my hair. I did a wet set the night before with fresh, clean hair, and then I have set it in a 20s style. To set my hair, a lot of girls use a product called Lotta Body, and I don't really like that one because I feel like it makes your hair pretty crunchy. I have a problem with really dry hair, so a product that I use is Curly Sexy Hair, and this is pretty hydrating and it holds my curl. So again, I have naturally curly hair, so wet sets really do hold for a long time. So when you sleep in your pin curls, you're going to want to sleep in a scarf. It's going to keep your hair from being frizzy. Clearly this is a cotton one, and you're going to want probably a satin or a silk, but you guys know that I love my red bandana. Okay, so the pattern that I've set, I have my deep part, and I have my pin curls all going in the same direction for the first row, and then the next row is going in the opposite direction, and then the next row will go in the opposite direction of that one. So that is going to give you that nice S curl for the 20s. So with wet sets, you always want to hope for the best. So I'm going to go ahead and take my pin curls out, and let's see what we got. Okay, so now I have all my pin curls out, and as you can see, it's a very tight curl. So these curls will last you for 3-4 days, maybe even more. These are really awesome. They don't damage your hair. You can do some conditioner, or you can use more of a styling product to really keep the curl in there. So we did alternating rows, so they all go in different directions. And you just kind of want to loosen them up just a little bit before you brush them out. I feel like Raggedy Andy. Okay, so my brush out, again, this is a combination brush of normal bristles and boar hair, so we're just going to brush them out gently. And don't be afraid of your brush out. It's going to look pretty scary in the beginning. So you can kind of already see that, well, now it's frizzed up. So you can kind of already see that S pattern that's starting to form. And with the brush out, see? Gorgeous! With the brush out, if you're not happy with it, you just keep brushing. Especially with a wet set, your curls are just going to hold for days. Alright, so now that we've mostly brushed out our hair, now don't be worried about the frizz. We're going to take care of that. So you see that you kind of see the S curl that's starting to form. So what you want to do is you could take a rat tail comb, or you could take a regular comb, whichever is your preference, and you kind of want to just comb it just a little bit so you can kind of see where the hair wants to curl. So I've got this deep wave here in my eyes. So I'm going to take an alligator clip, and I'm going to pin it at the end of that curl. So then I'm going to continue to comb it or brush it. And I'm just going to see where it wants to do. So then it wants to go out this way. So I'm going to take another alligator clip, and I'm going to clip it there. Okay. And then I'm going to keep brushing it. right, cool. I got this cool curve. I'm going to take my comb and I'm just going to kind of guide it a little bit towards that direction. And I'm going to clip it at the indent. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom. Okay, so I've got this awesome deep wave. So I'm going to clip it there. And then I'm just going to kind of gently comb the bottom so I'm not pulling out the rest of the hair. And it wants to curl under, but I don't want that. So I'm going to take another clip. I'm going to tell it what to do. Okay. So now I've got this cool S curve, and then I'm going to continue to do the same thing a little bit further back, and then I'm going to do it on the other side. Now with this part, I really don't worry about it too much. Really, you want the S curve on the sides of your face, and you certainly could go all the way around, but it is quite a bit of work. And then I'm going to start on the other side. Alright, so with the back, let me show you the back. Same pattern, but I'm not overly concerned about doing the S curve simply because it's pretty hard to see in the back. But if you wanted the S curl in the back, you kind of want to position mirrors, so you want to put a mirror behind you and one in front of you so you can kind of turn around and see what's going on. Usually what I'm going to do is I like that it kind of creates that bob that was very popular in the 20s. So I'm just going to kind of bunch it up and I'm going to pin it in the back. And your curls are so tight that it's really just going to hold it. And you don't want it to be like a bun or anything. You just want to gather it, bunch it up, and pin it where you feel like it would be secure. Okay, so I've kind of created this bob, and with this side I'm also going to tuck it in, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it a little bit so that it will hold. And then I also this is a product that I really like because I really don't like my hair to be very crunchy. So this is by Suavecita, and it's a grooming spray, so and it smells pretty good. You just want a little bit of a hold to really keep these S curls in. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit before I take these alligator clips out. And while I'm waiting for it to dry, I'm going to take my pomade I'm going to use a very small amount. So see, not very much at all. I'm just going to mix it on my fingertips. And I want to get these little frizzies around my scalp. Alright, so now I'm going to take my alligator clips out. So I'm going to pin the bottom so that it looks kind of like a faux bob. And I'm just going to guide the curls back once I've taken them out. So this part, I'm just going to kind of tuck it under just a little bit, and then I'm going to pin it. So I'm not using this brush to smooth because our curls are so tight. I'm really just using the back of it to kind of tuck in the frizzies. And if you're not happy with the results, just keep brushing your hair. There's nothing wrong with that. So I've got some curls that kind of want to do their own thing. So we just kind of guide them back into place. We've already sprayed them. So we've styled it, we've sprayed it, pretty happy with it. Add a fun little headband and you're good to go.